So today, I'm going to talk about fast fashion. You've all probably heard about the topic, but I also have my part to say in it. To start off, my family is part of the fashion industry, which kind of makes me part of the fashion industry, and personally, I'm also very interested in fashion. To make things clear, there are two ways that fashion can be produced. There's a traditional way and fast fashion. The traditional way usually runs like that. There's 4 seasons in a year. Retail stores look 1 to 2 seasons before at the collection, then order, and then the collection gets delivered to the stores. In fast fashion, that works a bit differently. Fast fashion has made a concept that there are about 52 seasons a year, which I still thought we called weeks. So the fast fashion industry looks at what is called trendy, either through social media or is sold through the retail stores. They take about 5 to 6 weeks to produce the collections, which obviously speeds up the whole process by them designing them, producing them, and delivering them to the retail stores in that time. I don't have to tell you how unsustainable that probably is for the environment, because a lot of chemicals and water is wasted due to the fast production of the clothes. Also, the labor conditions that the people work in are not very good. Fast fashion is often involved with the term modern slavery and child labor, which is not what we want to see. The working conditions are probably worse than what you've ever seen in your life. So we kind of want to change that. And also, I like to compare fast fashion with fast food. It is convenient at the time, but you kind of regret it afterwards. Our lives are fast-paced, so fast fashion and fast food are very conveniently for us. But it's not good for the environment, either fast food or fast fashion. The production of fast fashion, as I said, is very bad, not just because of the fast pace that is produced, but also what is used in the production. And the fact that no one actually cares about the sustainability. To put that a bit more into perspective, and what you can do to change the industry. So the average time you wear your clothes that you buy in fast fashion is about 2 times, which is 70% less of what we used to do when we bought our clothes the traditional way. So therefore, we follow the trend very quickly. And we throw away our clothes very quickly as well, because the trend is gone and we want to follow a new trend, which is not as good. To show that into a more realistic way, the average American throws away about 37 kilograms of clothes, which is stated in the Netflix series of The Ugly Truth of Fast Fashion. To put that into perspective, I've brought you something. This is about 7 kilos out of my wardrobe, and 5 times of that is thrown away by one person each year, which I think we can all agree on has not a good effect on our environment. And also, not just the disposable of our clothes, also how they continue to be disposed when we are throwing them away out of our wardrobe. They probably land on a landfill and then get burned, which we all don't want to. We can change that by wearing our clothes just a tiny bit longer, about doubling the two average times you wear them to about 4 times, which would actually reduce your carbon footprint by about 70%. And also, if each person would just buy 1 used item a year, it would be equivalent to about 500,000 cars removed off the road for 1 year, which is a huge success for our planet, and we all want that, as we all want to make a change. There's just a slight problem with that. The fast fashion industry makes money with us buying clothes continuously. But as I've told you before, you might, after my talk, want to change that behavior a little bit and buy less clothes and wear them longer. But the clothes you buy in the fast fashion industry are made to break very easily. So you might have noticed after 1 or 2 times that you wear it, there might be a tear or something hanging out or a little hole. I might have an idea to fix that by recycling your clothes and making them your own, or just fixing that tiny little hole. You can extend the lifetime of each of your garments, which make a huge impact on the environment. which we all obviously want to do. Also, for me personally, fashion is a way that I can express myself. Especially during COVID times, I think we've all spent way too much time in our sweats, and we are ready to get back into normal clothes and see what the new trends and styles have to give for us. If you just find your own style and maybe just follow 1 or 2 trends per year, it might be better than following each and every trend, so you don't buy as many clothes and you find your own style, which will help as well. To give you an example for that, Steve Jobs probably wore the same thing every time he was put onto stage. And he was identified with the clothes he wore, and no one actually cared that it was the same thing every time. And just to remember, sometimes it's in fashion not to be in fashion.